Tomorrow, there will be something inside of me consuming me and everything that goes in me. You might call it a parasite, making today the eve of the parasite. Good night, everybody. I can't go anywhere. This microphone arm is preventing me from moving, therefore I guess we should just play a game. Hello, and welcome to Randy Plays a Game. I am the titular Randy. The titular game today is Parasite Eve. It was released in 1998. It was released in the year 1998, which is what I just said. It is a Japanese-style role-playing game / survival horror hybrid thing. It is based on a book that I happen to have read. So that will come up as I play this. And there you go. Let's roll. Last time, there was an opera, and there's this lady that was setting people on fire, and we were like, oh, we need to know more about that. And then we talked to I'm a police officer, of course, and we went and investigated the museum guy, and we interrogated him and said, like, hey, what's this about? And they said, mitochondria sets people on fire. And like, oh, great. And then there's a concert going on right now, and the mitochondria lady is going to be there, as well as my partner's family. All right, caught up. Let's do this. We're at that concert, Central Park. This takes place in New York. Oh, we got a battle. This game seems really cool. There's also a little snake thing. I'm not sure how they explain the monsters that you have to fight. I don't think they do, but bang, bang, bang. Woo. Watch out. Bang, bang, bang. That was bad because I shot two separate snake-like creatures. Now I have one bullet in my gun, which, as we've established, I cannot do anything about in combat. Is that? No, that's not right. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do about my... Well, yeah, no. That's messed up, man. That's messed up. She's gonna reload. Landy Rudy Har says Renegade Rex. That's what they call me. Am I out of ammo? That would be insane. But I think it just might be. How's it going, Renegade Rex? Excuse me. Lost my voice. That's how powerful your presence is. It made me speechless. My throat was revolting. I think I might be out of ammo somehow. Where's my club? Change weapon. Change weapon. Change weapon. Change weapon. Club. Gonna need that club. Let's get that club. Bam, I think. Bam. This is bad. We're in a bad way. Well, I'm glad you stopped by. Give me that medicine. This is when we smack it one more time. Perhaps multiple more times. Bam. Alright, give me some bullets, please. No bullets. Wait, yes, bullets. 6 is not enough. Sitting on a park bench is what I'm not doing. Not today. Got too much stuff to do. Central Park Zoo. Surely there would not be mutated animals. How do you spell the zoo? I'm not sure. Despite it being on that sign, I am awfully confused. That's a heck of a lot of snow for Christmas in New York. Unless it's a hill or something. Alright, let's see here. That's probably not doing it. How do you spell zoo? According to my... Well, I don't want to out her, I guess. Ooze, yes, indeed. Oh yeah, smack that bird. Smack it. Yeah. I might out her anyway. My wife inadvertently spelled zoo Z-O-O-E the other day. It was adorable. Oh right, I forgot I can scan and slow and do all this cool stuff that I haven't been doing. Because I am part of the police, and the police can use magic. Oh boy, Tim, did I run out of ammo immediately. Never played Parasite Eve. I also have never played Parasite Eve prior to this endeavor. But to prepare for this endeavor, I read the book. Because I'm a crazy person. It's a bad book. This game is much better than the book. Also, did I scan these things? I did, right? Maybe I didn't. That's a good question. I think the book makes it complicated. HP 23 out of 35, that's fine. Susceptible to poison. We determined that doesn't just stick around, right? That goes away. There are a lot of... I did run out of ammo. Dear, I said inadvertently. Yeah, Legend of Dragoon. Happen to be playing that as well. Effective games. I'm out of PE. Things are going poorly. Suck it, bird. Bam. Nope. But good to know that ammo is a little bit more scarce than I thought. Yeah. I don't, you know, I'd have to play it again. I don't think Survivor's that bad. I remember enjoying it when I first played it. I'd try it again. I heard the second Parasite Eve is a lot like Resident Evil, so that'll be fun to get to. Well, I don't think they announced it officially that we're getting a Zero remake, but there are rumors that it's going to happen. It seems right. Too far from the mic. Is it not getting picked up? I don't know. The setup is a little different. It's a lot different. Zero and Code Veronica both deserve it. Code Veronica definitely, because I kind of hate that game. Yeah, sure, heal me. What's it sound like, Tim? Is it too quiet? Am I cutting out? What's the issue? I am fully prepared to accept that. A little quiet. Okay. I mean, I can bump it up. I have turned the mic up, so hopefully that gets it done. If it doesn't, I will adjust. If 5 gets remade, 5 doesn't need to get remade, but neither did 4, so I guess there's that for you. But the 4 remake's really good, so I don't know. Oh, that guy is not having a good time, and this is a save point. We should probably use it. Hello? Yeah, it's a PS4 game, but there are modern versions of it that look just fine. It didn't need it. Aya says Eve was here. What makes you say that, Aya? Open up the cupboard. Not weapon. Change armor. That is better. Yeah, I mean, I'm sitting here playing the original Parasite Eve, and I'm enjoying it, and I like the way it looks, so I'm not the right person to clamor for a remake. I'm not going to ask for it, because I don't need it. I like old games. I like the way they look. Part of me doesn't think that it's... That thing is weird. I'm not sure what creature that is that would belong in a zoo. Perhaps a monkey? Is that a monkey? No, because look at the hind legs. That's not a monkey. I'm gonna heal though. Boomerang monkey! I should probably get my gun out. But I don't have enough bullets. We need to... Apparently just walking into this thing does damage. Stop missing. Ouch. Alright, let's maybe scan this thing, because if it has too much health... Yeah, I don't know. I agree that the jank to an untrained human is probably not ideal. But to me, I don't know, I like Jake. 45, that's a lot. That's a lot, we should shoot it. Plus we got this thing. Ouch! Oh, baby, okay. Too bad for upgrading that pistol, because that's way better. I guess the problem is that it takes a longer time to shoot. I think that's the trade-off there. I'm not sure it's worth it, though, because that did a ton of damage. Yeah, I mean... bringing those games to other, you know, modern platforms, I'm not against it. Yeah, if it's just a remaster, I'll take some of that. I thought it was weird that they remade Dead Space, although I heard it's really good. I still think it's weird. Uh-oh. I may have it. I may have acquired it. Ah! And I'm dead, apparently. It disappeared. Alright, I got that item. These things are tough, man. Holy mackerel. No. Back off. We want to shoot that one, because that's the first one we shot. Dang! Alright, well, we may have to just eat it, because I ain't wasting two of my things on this thing. Go ahead and kill me. Kill me! Kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me. There you go. Good start. Yeah. How many of those things did I have? Is that it? It's gotta be it, right? Yeah, okay. Game over. Well, that's it. Guess I'm all done. File loaded. This is tougher than I thought it was going to be based on the beginning there. So that was not challenging. This is a little bit more challenging. Six bullets, not enough bullets. So let's use the M16. Oh, I reloaded the wrong gun. think. Maybe I didn't. I can't tell. Maybe I didn't reload it? No, I guess I didn't reload it. Oh. Bionic X, I think you're onto something. I want to say they remastered Vanquish. Yep, they definitely change armor. All right. It kind of does remind me of, you know what it reminds me of is the Ninja Turtles 1989 movie or 1990 movie. Oh boy, it's 1990, I think. The rooftop battle. Boom! And a boom! Get out of here. Yeet. Heck yes, ammo. Let's get all the ammo. Chirp, chirp. Chirp, chirp. I need a key. I don't have it. Yeah, it sucks, but at the same time, Bayonetta would not exist if it was not published by Nintendo. That was the only way that game was going to get a sequel. Get out of here. I may regret not upgrading this rifle because it's doing way better than the pistol. So much more damage. Yeah, ammo. Well, why buy the Switch when you could buy the Switch too? Everybody's ready for it. Ammo, lots of ammo. All right, I'll switch to my pistol now. Let's wait. Let's deplete the ammo of this rifle, then switch. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to buy a Switch 2 right away. I will eventually. It will probably cost the same by the time I buy it. But I'm in no rush. What is going on? Because I feel like this is going to take me back to that door. And this looks like a door I could enter, and it's apparently not. Can't enter it hard enough. This place is surprisingly quiet considering there's a concert nearby. And a lady / monster who's setting people on fire. Alright, these things rocked my world. So let's like have it not do that this time. Get out of here. Now it's gonna hit me. Uh-oh. Get out! That poison is rough. heal again. Heal through the poison. That's what I do whenever I eat something that's spoiled. Cast heal over and over again until it goes away. It did go away last time, didn't it? Maybe not. Do I have like an antidote or something? Is this... Oh, there it goes. That's rough. Ahoo! These things are challenging. Although if I shoot it right now, I should die. Okay. Get the heck out of this battle. I got a cure P. I just normally just let the P out. I don't necessarily have to cure it, but that's fine. I had such a bad time with Digimon World 3 that I have not thought about Digimon in a bit. Found it deeply upsetting. Still far from the mic. And what does it sound like though? What makes it, because the volume levels are no different than what I'm normally seeing. If there's a sound difference, it does. That has nothing to do with the distance from the mic, because I'm actually the same distance now as I normally am. There are fewer items in this room than there used to be, so there's a bit of an echo at this point. I guess it is something I'm going to have to address, because nothing can ever just be good or easy or be fun on the first try. Don't reload. I don't want you to reload, by the way. But I think... Well, I took a carpet out that was preventing me from rolling this chair around, and apparently that was just the difference maker. What did that say? Parasite something something? Really like Digimon World 1. I absolutely understand why you wouldn't, though. Will I stream any Pokemon game? I don't know, maybe. If I get up on it, do you still hear the thing? This is ideal right here. It's gonna bug me now, so here we are. As close as I can get. Posture. Ouch. I don't want to keep using this gun, so let's change it. I think it's actually good now. Okay, maybe it was just too far away. It's weird, because it was even farther away when I was streaming, the heck was it? The dragon thing. Dragoon earlier, and it didn't seem to... Well, no one said anything. I don't know if there was a problem. There's nowhere to go. That's bad. What is the advantage of using the pistol other than I guess it's faster, but you do so much more damage with the other one and it uses far less ammo? So I guess I'm switching back. I don't see the advantage to the pistol that I upgraded. Darn it. Really wish I hadn't wasted all my stuff on that pistol then. You have a power to cure status effects. Would have thought something similar to this. Yeah, I mean, you can... There's an item that I assume does it. I don't think so. No, but... whoa. Nope, the mode button's still fine. This is a brand new, fresh spanking setup, so still working out the kinks, I guess. Hopefully that's good now. Ooh, lion statue. Oh no, it absolutely was. I just didn't think it would be that big of a difference. If it's that big of a difference, that infuriates me like to inconceivable ends. Like, I'm very upset. I really don't want... I'm not putting the thing back in there, so I'll have to figure something else out. Bam! I said bam too early. Yeah, the cure P's gotta remove poison, right? Probably cure P equals poison. Predator Badlands. I did not. Is that a game or a thing? Your inventory is full. It depends on what it is. What's in there? Does the junk do anything for me, or should I just like not use it? Should I just get rid of it? Broken item, broken item. Let's maybe discard that. Medicine 2. Nope, was not aware of its existence. I will have to listen to the sound, and if it's remarkably bad, then I will have to do something, I guess. But I've got nothing in mind about how to do it. Definitely nothing immediate. And anything beyond what is in this house will cost money, of which I do not have. I did hear about Alien Earth. That is something I heard because that's advertised out the bum. At the very least, I'm encountering advertisements for it. Getting paranoid about the audio now. I'm sure I'm running around a lot. Looking for the key. No, I know, dear. It was the carpet. I know. I'm just not putting it back in this room, though. That's the issue. It's not going to happen, so... And there was also a chair in here that's also not coming back. There was a carpet and a soft chair that are no longer in this room. That are not coming back into this room. I mean, they could come back into this room. They're not coming back here, which is where they were. I mean, we could hang that carpet on the wall if there's enough room, but I don't think there is. And I also don't know if it would do the thing anyway. It's that I'm standing on a... Not standing, sitting on a hardwood floor. Oh, I hate these things. Ow! Although that didn't hurt nearly as bad, so maybe I'm leveling up. That's just gonna hang out, or... Okay. What are these things? Poop plants? Bam. Wait. Carpa would eat sound. What are you talking about? Yeah, I was sitting on... I say carpet. It was a rug. That I was sitting on that was made it really difficult to wheel this chair around. So I removed it. In theory, I could put it back. Maybe. I'll have to think about it. Really don't want to fight these things anymore. I just want to find the stupid case. Nah, it's not the audio settings. I didn't change anything. Tim, when you said that it was bathroom sound, I knew exactly what it was. I know what it is. It is that there is not as much soundproofing in this room as there was, or I guess... Yeah, he'll leveled up. Well, it was the carpet dampening the echo, which is what Tim is referring to, I'm pretty sure. It sounds like I'm in a big empty room compared to what I used to sound like. Is my guess. Where in the world am I going? Gotta find a key, which I don't think... Did I end up with a key? If I did, it ain't in there. Is that user preferences, you say? I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I don't need to do that either. It's not a big deal. If you can hear me now, it's fine. I will work. I'll figure it out. That door's locked. We've established... Oh my goodness, I'm just running back and forth because I have no idea where the stupid key is. I don't know if you... Can you escape battles in this? Excuse me. Do wish she ran a little bit faster. Takes her sweet time. You're saying there's no escape? Alright, one possible idea, I guess, is that either that room I entered... Either I picked up a key and I didn't notice and it's not showing up in my inventory, which that seems unlikely to me. Or... Hello, Mikhail. Welcome back, my friend. Good to see you. Or... I have to fight those stupid fart clouds again. Charlie Cox, is that the Succession guy? Is that... Or maybe I'm mistaken. No, that's Brian Cox. Who's Charlie Cox? Good Lord. The birds. The guy from Daredevil series. Never seen it. No idea who that is. I mean, I know who he is now because you told me, but I don't. I've never seen it, so I don't know. Heal 2. I don't care if you're straight or not. Some people would say I'm not. My wife would. I watch wrestling. I have to be a little gay. Do I have detox now? That would be rad. I didn't even notice. Yeah. Okay, cool. Jeremiah, since you're here, how the heck do I get... Where do I go? This door's locked. The other door's locked. And I don't know where that key is. I just... Gotta go back to the thing there. See if there's a key in that room that I missed. Can I smell what the rock is cooking? Yeah, I mean... Sometimes he makes brownies. You've not played this far. Okay. Alright, so we're in this together. No one knows where the key is. Thing's hunting me down. Big mistake, mister. At least I'm grinding, I guess. I didn't intend to, but that's just how it's going. Wouldn't be a bad idea to save now, I guess. So I have leveled the heck up. The key's got to be in this room. Maybe it's on the guy that is charred. No. Has to be a reason to be over here. Wait. Hey, look at that. Wait. Ha! Stupid. Come on. Really? Ah, this is kind of... yeah. Alright. I got nothing. I need 3 keys. And I have no direction. Oh, you stupid. I wonder... No, we were in there. There's nothing in there. No. Hey, this is new, I think. Maybe? It's not. You would think that they're I don't know. Maybe. They clearly just need to interact with something that I've seen. I don't know. Because the only areas that I think that I can go to are locked. Bob! Check the funny camera angles area. Is there a map? That's a good question. I don't know. Yep. Am I still poisoned, or is that just a thing that goes away? I'm just gonna assume it's a thing that goes away. There was that chest. Did that... What? I didn't get any... Like... Alright, let's see. Junk, tool, ammo crate, club, vest, medicine, junk, revive, vest, cure, gun, junk, medicine, cure. Nothing. I mean, there was nothing around that loop. I maybe try to interact with those trees or something. New setup, let's go. Yeah, nobody likes it. I'm exaggerating a little bit. Apparently the audio is not as good. Cuz Mikhail, you never know when you might need it. She's a hoarder. Is there a map? I don't think there is. There is not. No map. No map. No map. Wait, distribute bonus points. Item capacity would be nice, but so would active time. Pup says greeting from YouTube land. Okay. Just a moment. Okay. As you can see, I was on perfectly legitimate PlayStation hardware. But I saw a suggestion about where the key might be. And I thought I would have accidentally encountered it when I ran into that room and smashed the interact button. How's my nose? It's okay. Hurts a little bit, but it's not bad. Mostly just when I touch it. Thank you for asking. Whoa, that thing died fast. Offense plus. No. We need to take that. Let's get rid of some junk, I guess. Can I do that from here? There we go. So the suggestion that I saw via the internet said there is a drawer inside this building over here in the corner. Great. Well, I can't pick up a key when I've got all this junk to hang on to. Zoo key. Can I use the zoo key here? Hey! Stupid. Alright. Discard the junk. Discard the junk. I don't know what the junk is for. I have no idea. I suddenly have to use the bathroom real rough bad. And that's a grenade launcher. Hang on one second, I'll be right back. I'll let the music play while I go to the bathroom. Be right back. falling apart. Okay, so what if I, there we go, maybe that, maybe that. So what we have here, I'm very far away now on the camera, but we'll make it work for today. I'm trying to think if I am annoyed by that drawer. I kind of am, because there was a cabinet right next to it. I thought the junk... No, the tools are for crafting, isn't it? I don't know what the junk does. I have no idea. So does the zoo key open everything? No, I picked up everything, didn't I? I can't go back. Unless you confirm that there's something I missed, I'm not going back. Can't do it. I got the key, I got the grenade launcher, I don't know what else could be in that room. Didn't I pick it up? It was the grenade launcher, right? I could have swore I picked up. Yeah, grenade launcher, right there. Yeah, I discarded some junk to get the grenade launcher. I just cured some pee a moment ago. Junk is useless unless you click. Oh man, both of you at the same time. Yeah, I won't do that. So, do I have any right now? Because if I do, it's gone. I don't. Wait, I do. Get out of here, you sneaky, sneaky little thing, you. Ah! No, I accidentally picked up junk. Can you combine them? I don't know. It sounds like it's an optional thing. I don't care about it, personally. There was a door... I hate to backtrack, but there was a door back here that I think is more optional than that one. That one looks pretty not optional. Dead. No. Where's that junk? I have a lot of stuff. So much stuff that whatever's in this chest, I will not be able to hold. There's two chests. Well, we can use the offense one thing. Kind of like the M16 here. Appears to be better than any of the other guns. And I guess I can use one of the medicines. Cure P. P's all over me. I need it cured off of me. Yeah, defense 1. Nope. Might as well use it, because dang with the inventory thing. I get the sense this game wants me to use the upgrade resources more than it doesn't, because it's sure giving me a lot of it. There are many types of rainforest snakes. Some are poisonous, but most are not. Giant worms of South America are very important to the rainforest ecosystem. Cool. This really reminds me of the Ninja Turtles, the song. Ah! Brrr! Man, I'm grinding like heck. No. Okay. Let's get to the cool stuff again. It's been a bit. Brandenburg will be moved and M16A1 will be lost. No, that's not okay. I guess I'm confused about how this works. So is my pistol gone now? That's fine, the pistol sucked, so. Bup with a pup. Trying to think of another word that rhymes with bup and or pup. Sup. Bup and pup saying sup. Drinking out of a cup. It is true. Running around for 40 minutes did prevent me from doing cool stuff. But I did some necessary grinding, apparently. Those things were kicking my butt when I first got here. Yeah. I want to get to a spot where these things die in one hit, but I don't think we're there yet. Nope. Parasite powers have evolved. Barrier. Listen, I'm all for like a Final Fantasy Resident Evil hybrid thing, but it is very weird that she could just cast magic. And no one questions it. Including herself. She's just like, yep, whatever. Aya says, all of the animals have escaped. What makes you say that, Aya? You've murdered most of them. Sir, don't worry, I'm here. I can't interact with you. You are nothing. Yeah, Bup, it wasn't necessarily the backtracking so much as that I was a fool and missed the key. Ding 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 ding. Hey, there she is, my lady. Eve says the holiday season brings joy to us all. I probably should have went the other way first. I didn't think this would be the right way to go. Eve says, and this Christmas will be the most special of all. Arg. Did she say arg or did someone else say arg? Eve says, special because I will no longer be under the control of a host, as I have since the dawn of time. Humans are weak, mitochondria can self-evolve. Mitochondria must now take over the nucleus. Oh, baby. Give me some of that FMV. Wait, why are you people watching this? Oh, man. I want my money back for this concert. This sucks. Aya says, I have to get backstage and stop her. Oh, she's showing me which it says backstage very clearly. Is there no save point prior to this? It seems... Well. Oh well. Aya says, why? Why are you doing this? Eve says, you again, but you are too late. You will not ruin my plans as you did last night. Aya says, stop! It's probably the wrong way, Aya. As if I'm not controlling you. This way, maybe? I mean, I suspect it's not that way, but... I wish he just ran a little bit faster. Just a smidge. Okay, it doesn't want me to go back there, so... Doesn't it seem like unnaturally slow based on her stride? Like, she's got some pep to her step. You would think that she would be moving across the ground more. Ammo plus 15. Thank you. Oh. Ugly bear. Must die. Oh, mama. She puts all her thrust in vertical and not horizontally. She's just jumping. She's gonna develop some knee pain if she keeps landing on her feet that hard. Thank you, Legitimate PlayStation, for telling me what's going on. Speaking of legitimate hardware, I got a whole bunch sitting right there. I tested some today. All of it works. The CRT works. I would turn it around and show you, but it really is gross. The state of this office. It's rough, man. It's bad. I keep chipping away at it, but I just don't have time to clean it up yet. It's not even done. Like, still got systems to hook up and cords to find and purchase, maybe, if I need to. Oh, Mikhail went back to YouTube. Double dipping. Well, if you go that way, that means you want me to go this way, right? Over here with the volcano. Okay, now I'd think this is not the way you wanted me to go. This zoo is labyrinthine. Yeah, I'm never going to use that, so. Grenade launcher. Grenade launcher. Rocket launcher. Heavy machine gun. Ah. Ah. I feel like a lot of this game's tension is ruined by the level design. There's a lot of just really boring narrow pathways. But you can tune up armor? I didn't know that. I guess I probably did know that, but, you know. Red snake, yellow snake. Don't know how much damage I did, but it was enough. Ouch. I love how I'm putting all this work into real hardware, getting it set up and capture and all that stuff for the benefit of zero. Games aren't going to look any different on the stream, but they'll be nice, fun for me. And isn't that what matters? And deep down we'll all know. We'll know. What the? That's not what bears do. Not in this climate. Yeah, well, we didn't unlock a new costume, we just ran out of clean clothes, so this is what you get. Did I just get a new vest after I upgraded my old vest? Well, it gives me more energy. Man, it's just so much running around. Why is it every time I get intrigued by a game, something dumb happens, and then I'm like, I don't like it as much as I thought I was gonna. I'm sure this will get good again, but dang, this level sucks. It's just bad. No one thought this was fun. No one. Maybe this is what the zoo really looks like? I've never been there. See, now I don't even know which way I should go. How's it going, Rinku? It's been a while since I've spoken to you on stream. Posture. It hurts so bad. Ow! Okay. All that pressure on the bum. I have no idea where I am. Oh, no, wait, there's the volcano, so I do know where a little bit where I am. Around the light post. Around that light post. Down there was just an item, right? If it is, then I will go left. Yes, okay, let's go left. I'm glad you're here, Rinku. I'm not trying to make you feel bad for not chatting. I'm just glad that you're chatting today so I can converse with you. Drop an item here. Apparently it's already open. I, keeping in mind, would still hate this if she ran faster, but it would be a lot better if she ran faster. She is so slow. And I get it, man. It's just, you know, you run too fast, you get winded. It's cold. She's probably walking on ice. You can't go too fast or she'll slip. But people are in danger, Aya. Well, in fact, most of them are dead, actually. Your stakes are... You were too late. Everyone is dead, including Daniel's wife and husband? Or wife and kid? Daniel's the husband. One shot, one kill, one bird. Yeah, birds. Ouch. That's some junk. Some junk that I will not be acquiring. Here's a bridge. This looks like Central Park, I think. Again, never been there. Thanks, Bup. With this angle, you can see that this controller, I've adapted the PlayStation to accept Xbox controllers. I don't know why, but I did. Ouch. I am over-leveled now, because these things are not doing nearly as much damage as they should be. Although I am stuck. Okay. Risk reward. If that didn't die, that would have been very bad. That's a lot of ammo. Remember when I got here and ran out of ammo? Yeah, I know you can cast magic. I was waiting until after the fight, though. Because I'm a crazy guy. And of course she can cast magic. She's a police officer. She's a law enforcer. How are you supposed to enforce the law without magic? It can't be done. That's what they show you in the academy. It's like, for first day of training, it is you know, how to disarm a suspect. Followed immediately by, here's how you cast heal on yourself. Wreck. You can tell I'm slouching when my shirt's riding up. I don't know if I want to go up or down. That's the thing about this thing. Yeah, again, it looks like I'm showing off. Really, though, it's just that I ran out of clean clothes. Who does laundry? No one. You just buy more clothes. I've brought this up a few times. I'm reading Stephen King's The Stand, and there was an argument about that in the book. It's like, well, we could just go get more laundry. Everyone's dead. And the other character's like, is it forever? Like, are we just gonna constantly get new clothes every time we make a set of clothes dirty? Whoops, yelling at you through the void, Rick. But I'm sitting there reading that book like, yeah, amen. Just, who cares about no more washing clothes? Just let's get disposable clothes. We have disposable everything else at this point. Mikhail, not only am I reading Stephen King's The Stand, but I have read Parasite Eve, the novel, which I thought would be a topic of contention here, but we have encountered nothing in the way of story since I started streaming today. So I can't say, oh, this is like the book. This is not like the book. The book did this worse. I will say the book did this worse more often than not, because the book is bad. It's a bad book. Don't read that book. Thank you, legitimate PlayStation, with your legitimate Xbox controller, telling me the file extension and the file name, and that you saved. And it was, you know, widescreen for some reason, which the chat can't see, but I can see it. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right, hold on. We got to scan these suckers. As if that does anything for me. Yeah, let's barrier up. Might as well. Boss fight. Probably. Then we can try to slow these things down, maybe. That one's slower now. You can look how slow it is. So slow. Blam! That do 0 damage? That barrier did not last long enough to matter. Yeah, we're gonna wait until they come back up and then blurr. One's dead. Whoa. Nope. Get out! Haha! Oh. Worth it. We traded blows. We did. Oh, that one hit me right in the face. What? Why didn't you shoot again? I almost called you Lara. That's not your name. No. Yeah. Whoa, is that bigger or... Yeah, that's bigger. You can tell because it's like phallic. And phallic always gets bigger. Blam! Blam! Again! I don't know, I'm looking at this thing and I'm thinking, like, man, that hurt. Okay, I'm not sure how to avoid that. I guess he did it from the middle and went to the left, so maybe if I do it over here, he won't hit me? No? Okay, I think I see now. Although, you're so gosh darn slow, I don't know if... Okay, that's fine, you can do that. Yeah, you're green. That means you're dead. Parasite powers have evolved. Energy shot. That's cool. Well, I just gave up that defense one because I didn't realize my inventory was full. There you go. Perfect. Everything's great. I love the world. Oh, we're gonna go for a nice carriage ride. Romance. Let's just use a medicine to get some inventory space. Eve says, your genes are stronger than I thought. Come, my dear, let's go for a ride. Ha ha ha. I was like, no, okay. Okay. Like, okay. Guess I'll get in the back. I thought we were going to sit side by side and chat. Hold hands. Oh, that's just cool. Except for the part where a horse is dying. I guess that sucks. He says, why? Why be on the human side? I says, why not? I'm a human. He says, why are you going with them and not me? Oh. Aya says, what? Oh, I guess it's a... I don't have a lot of room to dodge in this. Ouch. Alright, well, let's put a barrier up because we ain't dodging. Yeah, 0. But then the barrier went away, so kind of pointless. Yeah. Yeah, I'm noticing a theme of a really crappy level design. I put my rifle away to take out my pistol that I no longer have. Eva says, it seems you still don't know who I am. He says, well, if you don't know, your mitochondria will. That's why you were drawn to the opera. Well, I mean, I was asked to go to the opera. I wasn't drawn to it. I says, what are you talking about? He says, here, let me explain. Directly. Stop it, says Aya. If we join forces, all the other mitochondria in the world will stop, says Aya. Jeez. I think the horse is going to be okay. Oh, I went from one bed to the other. Spookiness. Jeremiah, you're right, because there is mountains of snow. I mean, it's not snowing, but there is a lot of snow. Especially for Christmas time in New York City, it's an absurd amount of snow. Daniel says, Aya, answer me. Ben says, Daddy. He still looks like he's wearing a skirt. Daniel says, Ben, weren't you going to the concert? Ben said, I was, but then everyone melted. Ben says, I came here with Mom, but she was all weird. Okay, we'll just stand here in silence for a second. And then Daniel says, what do you mean, Ben? Ben says, I came with Mom so the three of us could be together. Daniel says, so that's why you came to get me. Ben says, Mom went to the stage, but she freaked out. Daniel says, what do you mean Mom freaked out? Not only is Ben wearing shorts in the cold, but he also was sent home alone by his dad. It's like, go find your mother, go home. Like, I'm at work, Daddy's at work, you go home, you walk the streets of New York in shorts alone. Ben says, I got near the stage and started to feel sick. I wanted to go home. Mom wasn't herself, Dad. She left, and everyone else went too. Daniel says, Lorraine. Baker says, casualties were much worse this time. We cannot put the lives of citizens in jeopardy any longer. Baker says, we have orders to evacuate all citizens out of Manhattan. Fortunately, most people are out of the city for Christmas. Warner says, what do we do, sir? Baker says, we will stay and assist in neutralizing Eve. Nick says, shouldn't we leave it to the army? Baker says, we're the ones that are supposed to be protecting the city. Shut up, cops. Daniel says, any word from Aya? About that, she's dead. Daniel says, darn it, where could she be? Baker says, Daniel, I need you to help evacuate the citizens. Daniel, she's our only hope against this thing now. I'm going to go look for her. Nick says, shouldn't we stop him, sir? Baker says, he's lost Lorraine. He'll find Aya. You two help with the evacuation. I love the aesthetic of PlayStation 1. I really do. The terrible aliasing. It's just so good. Ben says, Daddy. Daniel says, Ben, I'm sorry. I have to go find Aya. Ben says, where did she go? Daniel says, I don't know. But she's the only one that can fight that the thing that hurt your mommy. Daniel says, Kath, look after the kid, will you? Kathy says, I will. Don't worry. Ben says, Daddy. Kathy says, Daddy's never coming back. Kathy actually says, come on, sport. You like dogs? I'll introduce you to the best police dog in town. He does have rabies, though, so please stand back. There he is. As I mentioned, rabies. Kathy said, can I show you this boy, the dog? Cop says, sure, let me open the fence so he can get the rabies. Cop says, hey, you got a visitor. Kathy says, this is Shiva. Cop says, hey, I think she likes you. Ben says, hey, that tickles. Not so hard, Shiva. Shiva, what are you doing? There's all the traffic. There you go. It's also supposed to be Christmas Eve, so the implication is that everyone's at home or whatever. It's less busy. What am I looking at? I don't know what that was. Cop A says, how many times do I gotta tell you? We've blocked this off. You won't even find a cat on this street. Japanese man says, I told you, I've already contacted the police about this matter. Cop A says, what? Japanese man says, I'm not getting anywhere with my English. Your English is perfect, man. I don't know what the heck you're talking about. Cop A says, hey, you Chinese? Japanese man says, no, I'm Japanese. Cop B says, Nanda no Hanjin. I'm not even going to try. Japanese man says, oh, yes. Can you speak Japanese? Cop B says, something. Japanese man says, I am Konohiko Maeda. Japanese, ah. Cop A says, hey, if you can't speak the language, go back to your country. Heh. I would say these cops, this is an insensitive portrayal. But it's not. This is exactly what people sounded like in the 90s. At least everyone I grew up with. Cop A says, you arg. Cop C says, calm down. Take it easy, man. It's bad for your heart. Cop A says, ooh, arg. I'm hot. Help. Cop A says, arg. Stop, drop, and roll. He's not rolling. He did stop and drop. Maida says, I guess it's now or never. Whee! Get it out of here, opportunist. Maida says, spontaneous human combustion. I believe that's correct. He wasn't stung by a jellyfish. He was burnt alive. Aya says, Is Maida in the book? I don't think he is. Aya says, where? Aya says, hospital? A red hospital? That's what I'm saying, Tim. But granted, no, because he combusted from the inside out. Like there's nothing that could have been done. Maida says, you're finally awake. Aya says, who are you? Maida says, I'm Konohiko Maeda. I'm a scientist from Japan. He found you. That was the most delayed door sound in the world. That's my room now. Alright. I wasn't gonna do this, but... Not sure how much I'll be able to show. Probably not too much. Nah, it's not working. Okay. So we got the CRT there. Some consoles underneath. But all that messy garbage as I'm setting this stuff up. It's a disaster. Disaster. So, no judgment. Oh, great. Now you can see my wiener. Okay, let's, So, no judgment, as I was saying. Where it's temporary. I'm hoping that it's going to look less disgusting. Aya says, Daniel. Daniel says, there's no man out there but cops. It's a ghost town. Never seen anything like it. Pretty creepy if you ask me. Aya says, where's Eve? What happened to the people in Central Park? Did you not see that, Aya? Daniel says, Ben was okay, but Lorraine. The rest of the audience, well, they just disappeared. Aya says, Maida says, disappeared? You mean they weren't ignited? Aya says, they all melted into slime and became one big mass. Daniel says, Maida says, that's something new. Nothing like that happened in Japan. Aya says, Japan? Maida says, a similar incident occurred several years ago in Japan. Now, I'm assuming this is what this is the book they're talking about. The events that happened in the book. Although it wasn't as grandiose in scale as this one. Aya says, what? Daniel says, hey, give us the details. Okay, so there was a... I'll just let the game do it. Yes, that is true. Okay, so he's just gonna outline the book. That's how the book starts. So I'm assuming he's just gonna tell you what happened in the book. So I don't have to. Maida says it all started when a scientist's wife was involved in a car accident. The scientist tried to culture her liver cells in order to keep her alive. The scientist named those cells Eve. Aya says, Eve? Maida says the liver cells multiplied and her mitochondria eventually took over her physical body. Aya says, Maida says, after acquiring the scientist's sperm, Eve tried to give birth to an ultimate being. Aya says, ultimate being? What kind of being? Maida says, she, the being who mutated from the liver cells, couldn't maintain her body for long. By the way, before the car accident occurred, the wife had registered to have her organs donated. All of this is true, to the book. Maida says, so after the accident, her kidneys were transplanted into a young girl. True. And Eve implanted her fertilized egg in the young girl who gave birth to an ultimate being. I was extremely interested in this and went to his lab so I could continue his research. Maida says, after hearing about this incident, I had to fly over here. Dana says, what the heck is going on here? Maida says, I wish I could explain more. Aya says, Dana says, Aya, are you okay? To be clear, that is almost exactly everything that happens in the book. The book is 300 pages, and it took that long to say all that in the book, and he just summed it up in like 2 paragraphs. Then he says, I thought that monster had gotten a hold of you. Thought it was too late. Aya says, when I felt Eve, something inside of me felt like it was being... It also removed the transphobic reading that I got from it as well. There were some elements in there that I did not agree with, and he did not reiterate, which makes me think that the game cleaned this up. Maida says, you felt you were about to be ignited, correct? But then again, was there like a pro-trans movement in the late 90s? I'm sure there was, but mainstream enough that this game would censor it? Or censor anti? I doubt it, right? I don't know. Daniel says, no, she's the only one that isn't affected. Maida says, what? Maida says, I don't understand. I says, I think I may be a monster. Like her. Daniel says, what? What are you saying, Aya? Aya says, I don't know. What if I end up killing you? Yes, I did hear about it. The game, not only the game talks about it, the book goes into it pretty heavily as well. That's the only, I didn't know about it prior to the book, to be fair, but yes. Daniel says, "Aw, shut up. You know that's not..." Aya says, "Please, Daniel, I don't know. I just don't know anymore." Time for bed. Boo. Good night, everyone. Good night, Bup. Good Bup. Good Bup. Irrit. Please go away. Just stay away from me. Good Bup. Daniel says, "Aya." Aya says, "Please." Maida says, "Yes, I understand your point." Daniel says, "Hey, where do you think you're going?" "Well, I'm gonna go burn myself in this fire." Rashink. Aya says, "Even if I am a monster, I don't ever want to kill you, Daniel. Please. I could never forgive myself if I killed you." Gina says, "Aya, you're no monster." Hand on her shoulder, hand on her shoulder. Yes! Daniel says, "You're my best partner, Aya Brea. I'll be by your side always, Aya." Heck yes. Daniel's a bro. Slow walking bro. But we're all slow here. Yeah, especially since we're gonna all walk away from it. So this place is just gonna burn down. Aya says, Aya says, "When I touched Eve, that feeling, was it Maya? But Maya died in the car crash with Mom. No, it just couldn't be." Day 3, selection. Good thing we spent most of the stream looking for a key. That Central Park level was butt. That sucked. I got a good, nice sleep in this homeless person's bed. I don't... Where are we? Did I miss the part where Maida, like, explained things about how we got here or how... or what this place is? He just came over here, like, that day. Which I'm not even sure how he got a flight on Christmas Eve that fast. Or how he knew about it. How did he know about it so fast? So, alright, hold on. I'm trying to think about the timeline of events here. So, day 1 was the opera. I think that was on Christmas Eve. Day 2 was Christmas Day, and we went to Central Park where the concert was, I assume? But day 1, Christmas Eve, had the press conference, so he would have learned about the press conference that day. Let's just, for argument's sake, say that it made world news, which it probably would have. Maida saw it, immediately got on a plane from Japan, and got there, and a place to live, in like 12 hours, if that, because if you consider the flight, if he got it immediately, if he got he got the news and then he got the flight right away, ignoring the travel to the airport, let's just talk about the flight for a minute. The flight is like 12 hours long, isn't it? From Japan to America? And then maybe even longer than that. Might be longer than that. All right, well, we're just going to Ignore all that. Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. Maida says, that was a long night. Sleep well? But why did Aya wake up in his weird homeless shelter apartment thing? Aya says, you were here all night? I told you to go away. You could have died, you know. Maida says, scientists can't believe anything without proof. It's just one of those things. And besides, Aya says, what? Maida says, oh, nothing. Also, Maida has perfect English. To be clear. He was sitting there saying, oh, I can't get anywhere with my crappy English. I bumped the mic with my ear. Aya says, Daniel. I love the way this game looks still. Daniel says, no traffic. This is the way it ought to be around here. Aya says, Daniel. Daniel says, so what are we sitting around here for? I added the here. We've got work to do. Aya says, Daniel, thanks. Daniel says, all right, we're going to need some bigger weapons. There's a gun shop over there. Let's stock up. Okay. No, Aya, I did. Okay. Pressing nothing. I got in the vicinity of the door and she's like, I'll take it from here. Maida says, I believe there's a pharmacy over there. What's up, Daniel? Daniel says, hey, let's lose the long face. Come on, Aya. Let's go. We gotta stock up. Okay. Gun shop. Sam's gun shop. Not gum shop. Although I would go to Sam's gum shop. Maida says they weren't kidding when they said that they sell guns here in America, were they? Oh yeah, that's weird to people, isn't it? It should be, but... Daniel says, this is it. We'll help ourselves to some ammo. Aya says, it's closed. Daniel says, out of the way, Aya. Wait, are we just gonna go break in? I says, Daniel, no. Daniel says, sorry, but this is the only way. No, are you serious? Daniel, like I was standing right there. Yeah, I mean, guns come with your packages of guns. Wait, gun. I always like to joke that in America, you can get a gun as part of your Happy Meal, as the toy. It's not quite that extreme, but might as well be. Maida says, are you really a cop? Aya says, we think so, but we don't have scientific proof, if that's what you're asking. You don't need scientific proof. They have these things called identification. Got a tool. So we're just gonna rob the gun store? What do you say? It says, go ahead and pick your favorite accessories, ladies. It says, this is just too much. You're right. Your inventory is full. Darn it all. Got that sneaky junk in there. Got the Kerr vest. Oh, there's more junk in my butt. Put some junk in the trunk right about now. Right. In New York, I don't think you could sell these weapons. I live in Pennsylvania, however, and I think you can buy these weapons. It's not as easy as just buying fully automatic weapons. But you can buy them. Like, it can be done. I guess that's it. Like, there wasn't a lot in there. Daniel says, if it's Eve we're dealing with, all the ammo in the world may not even help us. I heard Torres will kill me for saying stuff like that. Maida says, I certainly hope these will help us out. Torres, the pro gun control guy. Okay, now what? We're stocked. Come on, get in the car. Wasn't there a pharmacy over here, though? There's Pharmacy. We're gonna rob this one, too? It's open 24 hours, so... Jeremy says, just smell this place gives me the creeps. Smell of a pharmacy? It says so many types of medication, and they all seem strong, too. Aren't you a scientist? That's a weird thing to say. I says the door's broken. Let's just go in. Even though it says open 24 hours right on the window. Oh, something went down. And it says, what's up with him? All of a sudden, he's a happy camper. I won't ever understand those scientist types. Yep, those scientist types. Being happy campers for no reason. Hey, Mr. Happy Camper. And it says, yes, I wish I could take all these back to Japan. I didn't ask. I guess I could check the vest. All of that is better. I can probably get rid of these vests then. You know what I'm gonna do? Nope. Nope. I mean, I don't want to do that because this is actually way better. So I'm gonna get 1 point there, and then I'm gonna do this. There. So that I can get my piece of armor back. Not that I think I need it, but if I get a tool, I can tune up the armor, which I've yet to do. Capabilities there. Is this back way? Nope. Just a whole lot of nothing. My inventory's full. What? Genius, Mikhail. Why didn't I think of that? I probably don't need the zoo key anymore. Okay, never mind. Sure. That's +1. I got a lot of P cures. I come down with P a lot, so. What am I wearing? That one. What time is it? We could probably make it to the next thing, whatever it is, and then call it a night. Hopefully it's not too long from now. Darn it all. Oh, Tim's right. I think I do have a tool. I think you're right. Do I have a tool? I do. It's right up there. Yeah, but I... Wait. Because I don't have any more weapons, right? So I can't upgrade the thing anymore, so let's upgrade the vest. Why not? Nope. Time to leave. In terms of my camera, do we prefer to see more of me and my surroundings, or would you rather it more close up like it used to be? There is no wrong answer. I have no preference one way or the other. Danny says, hey, you're supposed to be in the front with me. Cam is fine. Tim prefers closer. Okay. Danny says, road rules don't apply here anymore. We can take the shortest route through Manhattan. We could probably meet like a happy medium. There's a lot of space around me. We could probably make it a little bit smaller. Where are we going again? Guess I wasn't paying attention. Where are we going? Not Carnegie Hall. This is where the opera was. Soho's where we came from. And I guess the police station? And he says, on Christmas of all times, what's the matter with this town? Man, I gotta get out of here. Start up a ranch in the quiet countryside. Nine. And he says, on Christmas of all times, what's the... Wait, why did you come over here to this side of the counter to tell that to me? Yuck. Yeah, I guess it would make sense that they're not here on Christmas. Which makes me think that this is not... Apparently I need to go to a museum. Alright. Is it because we need to talk to that other guy? I don't remember why we need to go to the museum. I truly don't remember. Then he says, so, where to? And he says, is there any place with a research facility? Wait, so maybe they didn't say it at all. And I didn't miss anything. That would make me feel a lot better. And it says, research facility. And it says, I'd like to conduct an experiment and test something. It might be relevant. Aya says, how about the facility in the museum where Clamp is at? They had really extensive equipment there. Daniel says, no way, man. Anywhere but there. I said, he should have been evacuated by now. It should be okay. Maida says, yes, that sounds good. Daniel, is that okay? Daniel says, I'm expecting a big tip for this. The Museum of Natural History. Maida says, so this is the American Museum of Natural History. It's just as I imagined, because you've seen it in books. Maida says, I can find a research facility in this building? Daniel says, yeah, hopefully we won't run into the jerk who runs it. Since he's been evacuated, it should be empty. I'm sure that I won't be fighting things in here. Certainly will not. Maida says, for a lab and a museum, it does have fairly extensive equipment. Dana says, so what do you want to test? Maida says, yes, of course. Let me see. Turn off your computer there, Clamp. Maida said, Maida says I was able to extract a gel-like substance from Aya's clothing. You don't want to test that. Aya says, gel? Is it from Eve? Maida says, yes, it appears to be a remnant of Eve's cells. Maida says, at the cellular level, her power cannot be as strong as Aya said previously. Maida says, ow. Daniel says, hey, what are you doing? Maida says, I just want to conduct this experiment to see whether or not... It says, yes. This is exactly as it's just as I thought. Go ahead, take a look. Give me some FMV and I will. Aya says, what is it? What is this? Yeah! I said I would look if there was FMV. Cells doing stuff. Maida says, your cells are completely surrounded by them. Maida says, as you can see, the mitochondria, Eve, has taken over the nucleus. In a similar manner, the beast that attacked you probably experienced the same thing. Daniel says, does the mitochondria really have the power to control the nucleus? Maida says, no, the normal mitochondria never has such power. But Eve's mitochondria has gone through tremendous evolutionary changes. Maida says, this is what I think happened to Eve's mitochondria. Normally, mitochondria require oxygen when they generate energy called ATP. So at this time, the mitochondria requests oxygen from the nucleus. Without the energy supply from the mitochondria, the nucleus cannot function. So in essence, the two organelles constantly rely on each other. But in this case, it seems that Eve developed the power to reverse the symbiotic relationship. Evolution, or even mutation, seems likely in this case. Daniel says, reverse the cycle? Maida says, look at this. Even with a limited number of cells, her cells have this much power. Can you imagine how much power Eve has within her whole body? Photosynthesis. Aya says, Maida. Maida says, yes. Aya says, could you test my cells? Is that what we're calling it these days? Maida says, yes, of course, but... Aya says, I want to know. I want to know why I have the power to fight her. I want to know where I stand with her. Daniel says, Aya. Aya says, please, Maida. I need to know why. Maida says, yes, of course. Aya says, thanks, Maida. Maida says, could you step over here, please? And remove your clothes. And this will hurt. Maida says, I'll need your arm. Aya says, like this? Here. Maida says, yes, yes. Did you attach handcuffs to her, or what happened there? Aya says, ow. Maida says, let me just set this up here. Yes, Tim, are you paying attention? Maida says, Maida says, I think you'd better see for yourself. Aya says, what is it? Is something wrong? Give me some more FMV. Yes! What are they doing to it? Maida says, do you realize what is happening? Your mitochondria are supplying more energy to the nuclei of your cells. It's almost as if they are protecting the nuclei from Eve's mitochondria. Daniel says, why does Aya's mitochondria have this kind of power? Maida says, I don't know, Maida says, are you familiar with Richard Dawkins' theory of the selfish gene? In simple terms, it states that genes act in a manner to preserve and ensure survival of the species. Daniel says, hey man, I don't read those scientific journals. What are you trying to say? Maida says, depending on how you look at it, you can say that Eve is trying to destroy all mitochondria except her own. In response to that, Aya's mitochondria has developed the power to rebel. Daniel says, why only Aya's? Shouldn't it be the same for us as well? We should also have that power based on... Maida says, that seems to follow the natural order of things, but I'm sorry, I don't know why. Aya says, Daniel says, Aya says, Professor. Clamp says, what are you doing in my lab? This is breaking and entering. Daniel says, why haven't you evacuated the city yet? Clamp says, I'm asking why you people are in my lab. Daniel says, we're just... Aya says, we received orders to evacuate this city. Professor, you really should. Clamp says, I tell you, cops are the ones corrupting this fine city. Amen, brother. Maida says, I'm sorry. It was my fault, you see. I asked them to bring me here. Clamp says, who the heck are you? Maida says, I'm Konohiko Maida, and I'm a scientist from Japan. Clamp says, you were using my electronic microscope. Clamp says, what? What is this? Where did you get this specimen? Clamp says, where did you get these cells? Maida says, those are... I don't know. Clamp says, do you take me for a fool? With cells like these, they must affect the body's natural state. Maida says, Clamp says, oh, shut up. I'll just ask. Officer Brea, your cells contain a tremendous amount of energy. Do you feel any bodily changes? Well, my back is a... Oh, okay, you mean that. Aya says, Clamp says, you should feel somewhat hot, no? Yeah, not really. I'm kind of comfortable. Speak up, officer. I can't hear you. I said I'm comfortable. Daniel says, hey. It's okay, Sirdar. I'm glad you're here. We're going to be wrapping up soon, though. Daniel says, hey, what the heck is this? Why is my boy's name here? Daniel says, Lorraine. Lorraine's on here, too. Clamp, you tell me. Until the next time we get to a save point, I'll be done. Daniel says, you tell me what the list is for. Tell me, you hear? Clamp says, let go of me. I don't have to tell you anything. Daniel says, what? I says, Daniel, calm down. Daniel says, I says, Daniel. Daniel says, darn. Oh, he's mad. Oh, he is mad. Clamp says, get out of here! My name and a pencil, my wife. I said, sorry to disturb you, but we do have to officially warn you of the evacuation. Please remember that. I have not changed my clothes in days, by the way. Clamp says, Officer Brea, do you enjoy having that barbarian for a partner? She just did not answer. And he says, oh, no, thank you, or, bye. Clamp says, it's too late now. It's too late to do anything now. Okay, now what? I guess police station, or... I assume if we get a cutscene in the car, we will know we're going the right way. Okay. Dana says, darn him. One of those days. One of these days. I says, what will I says, what was that list? And it says, it was a HELA type listing. HLA. It's a list to see whether organs will be rejected when transplanted. Then he says, why the heck are man, I can't read all of a sudden. Been reading a lot. Dana says, why the heck are Ben and Lorraine on the list? And it says, it was a list of people with matching HLA types, so... Dana says, darn, I'm gonna get him. I'm going back to the station and getting the... Getting the what? Excuse me. Daniel says, what the heck happened here? I says, Eve. Man says, she's here? I says, I'll go look around. You two, stay here. Daniel says, heck no. I'm not going to sit around and wait for this thing to kill my family. I says, Daniel. Maida says, wait, Aya. Here, take this. It might be helpful if you, the master of unlocking, take it with you. I says, what's this? Maida says, it's good luck charm from Japan. It's the best I can do. I says, thank you. I'll take it. Okay. Is every Eve a blonde? I've never met an Eve in my life. I says, I'm getting help. Hang on. Cop says, I'm dead. It does absolutely nothing. I can't throw it away. Medicine 3. Medicine 2. None of this stuff was in these lockers 2 days ago. I says, hold on. Cop says, I'll get you a towel. Plenty of them around. The pre-rendered backgrounds are incredible. This game looks amazing. Uh-oh. Cop's standing up. Time to shoot him. Well. No, fire bat. Yeah, you're dead. Don't want the junk. Don't want the gosh darn junk. I just want the medicine. Am I full up? Yep, apparently. Well, I don't need medicine 1. Is there a save point in here? There's got to be a save. There it is. Alright, well, that's going to do it, everyone. Let's talk to this guy, and then we'll... Is that Nix? I says, Warner. Warner says, Aya, man, Eve really caught us off guard. Most of our men were out. I says, I'm getting help. Hang on. Warner says, no worries. No big deal. I'll be alright. You go after Ben. I'm just going to take a nap here, and I'm dead. Yeah, that's going to do it, everybody. If you haven't subscribed or followed or liked or whatever, do that for me, please. And then join the Discord, tinyurl.com/randy-discord. And for a rare occurrence, I can actually type that in. Actually, Rick said he set something up. Hey, look at that. There's the Discord link. And I'll type it into YouTube as well. tinyurl.com/randy-discord. Or if you prefer, tinyurl.com/randy-discord. That is where you can talk to me about what to play and all sorts of stuff. It's the best way to support me, so please do that. Did I save it? Just in case. Clearly did not. That said Soho. Alright. See you next time, everybody. Have a good one, and goodbye.